President Trump is raising some eyebrows tonight with a move to essentially reverse course on a tough set of penalties against a major Chinese business. Some see it as a step to ease trade tensions. Others regard the move as a potential threat to U.S. national security. Late this afternoon, we received news of a different sort concerning the health of the First Lady. Chief White House correspondent John Roberts leads us off tonight with that. Good evening, John.
Brett, good evening. First thing we can tell you is the First Lady is okay. She underwent a catheterization procedure earlier today to treat a non-life-threatening condition in one of her kidneys. The White House, though, kept it very hush-hush until she was out of the OR.
In a statement, the First Lady's office said Melania Trump underwent an embolization procedure to treat a benign kidney condition. The procedure was successful and there were no complications. Mrs. Trump is at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center and will likely remain there for the duration of the week. The White House would not say what the condition is, but embolization is typically used to treat tumors in the kidney. A thin catheter deposits material in the renal artery, which cuts off blood flow to the tumor. If it is benign, the tumor shrinks and disappears. While President Trump did not travel with the First Lady to Walter Reed this morning, late this afternoon he traveled up to visit her. President Trump also had an eye on a sensitive trade issue with China, U.S. sanctions against Chinese telecom giant ZTE. The president tweeting this afternoon, ZTE, the large Chinese phone company, buys a big percentage of individual parts from U.S. companies. This is also reflective of the larger trade deal we are negotiating with China and my personal relationship with President Xi. It was a rather stunning turn for a president who has railed against China stealing American jobs. ZTE had been punished for violating U.S. sanctions against Iran and North Korea. The heads of 6 major intelligence agencies worry that ZTE devices could be used to spy on Americans.
Raise your hand if you would recommend that private American citizens use Huawei or ZTE products or services. None of you, again, are raising your hand. Thank you for that.
But with Chinese officials coming to D.C. later this week for trade talks and President Xi Jinping's help with North Korea still a crucial part of the diplomatic calculation, President Trump felt it necessary to dial back on ZTE.
Obviously, this is part of a very complex relationship between the United States and China that involves economic issues, national security issues, and the like. And it's an issue of high concern for China that's been raised with the U.S. government and with our administration at various levels.
But the move brought a sharp response from the Senate Minority Leader.
What happened to America first? President Trump's latest about-face on trade policy won't make America great again. It will make China great again.
The backpedal on ZTE keeps the way clear for China's continued assistance on North Korea. China also pleased that the U.S. appears poised to offer North Korea security assurances if it dismantles its nuclear program.
We will have to provide security assurances to be sure. This has been the trade-off that has been pending for 25 years. No president has ever put America in a position where the North Korean leadership thought that this was truly possible, that the Americans would actually do this, would lead to the place where America was no longer held at risk by the North Korean regime. That's the objective.
White House sources tell Fox News late this afternoon that the president really wanted to be there when the First Lady traveled up to Walter Reed Military Medical Center for her procedure this morning. But if he had accompanied her, he would have had to bring the White House press pool with him. The president and the White House wanted to keep it on the down low, so that's, Brett, why he waited until this afternoon to visit her.
John Roberts, live on the North Lawn. John, thanks.